where you will find peace. Take a step into the river, get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river, where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water, where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Good morning, everyone. Let's see who we got here. Rick Morrow, good morning. Stacy, hello. Jennifer Langren. Pat Moss, good afternoon to you. Deirdre, hello. Thank you for sharing. Marietta, oh yes. Let's put some energy in that and see them showing up there at Sweet Dreams. Kathy Hand, good morning. Tammy Fisk, hello, hello. Let's do our heart brain this morning. Take a deep breath in. Touch your heart center. And focus on something that makes you feel really good. Focus on a hug or a warm word from someone. And we're going to keep this feeling alive. We're going to just keep that warmth in our hearts for the next minute. And then let's all share what that I am story is that you want to tell today. I am grateful. I am honored to be here. I am healthy. I am living my path. I am abundant. I am free to make decisions. And I am peace. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Rosalind. Rosalind says, I am grateful to share this space with you all this morning. Thank you, Roz. Kathy, I'm walking in an abundant garden of gratitude. Good morning, Andrea. Deirdre, I'm ready to break this illusion of lack mentality. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure who's here from EWN, but welcome. What if I do something to make a stranger smile today? What if I have an energy-filled day, filled with awe at all the miracles that happen every day? That's beautiful. Andrea, I am hope, I am peace. Pat, I am feeling cleansed. Gave the bathroom a really good clean after decorating. I am pleased with myself. Good for you. Get that decluttering done, right? Kathy, I am also caught up in a traffic jam. There may be an accident up ahead. Well, let's send love up that way. Oh, it's Stacy that's EWN. Okay. Stacy says, I am alive. Jennifer, I am grateful. Becky, hello, Becky. Good morning to you. And good morning to you, Rochelle. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you for showing up for each other. Stacy, sometimes your name shows up as you. And then there's times it shows up as EWN. So I don't know what's going on. You're trying to hide, I guess. All right, so I pulled a Kuan Yin card because I really needed a message this morning and I have not read it yet. But let's see what our beautiful goddess Kuan Yin has to say. It's the sacred river Yangtze. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You're growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. What a beautiful card. All about the changes, right? So many changes are happening. So much that's going on. And I know today is a day of change for me, changing location, getting on the road, heading to places unknown today because I don't know where that angel mobile is going. I just know it's getting out there away from this familiar place, and there's a sadness about that. There's a sadness about leaving the Rocky Mountains. There's a sadness about leaving the people behind that I've met here and come to love, but excitement at the same time. So I love that it said, changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. And that is exciting, to see new, to see different. And that's one of the blessings of this whole journey is that nothing stays the same. Everything is always changing. And good morning, Sally. Becky says, thank you for being here every morning. Beautiful Teri Angel. Thank you, darling. Yeah, today was a struggle to come on because I want to be in high vibration. And I am. I'm getting there. Stacy, I have all 3 grandkids today. I'm not used to whining before coffee. Please pray for me. Yes, that's quite the handful you got there, Stacy. And how are you doing? I know you just did some travels and there was some energy there and some headache, some physical stuff that happened. So let's lift you up and pray you have the strength to be with those grandkids today. And Sally, good morning, sunshiny, happy peeps. Yes, yes. Yes, this is a place of happiness. It's a place of joy. It's a place where we can come in and get our vibration lifted. Okay, so now that's not Stacy talking. I'm not sure who EWN is. Y'all are confusing me this morning, but whoever you are, good morning. Stacy says, I am home. I cut cords and I'm slowly getting back to me. The energy here is much, much better. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I hope that your son is doing well. I know he's been going through a lot, but we lift him up every day and pray for the very best for Josh. Okay. So good morning, Erica. Thank you for being here. Oh, so change, that seems to be the buzzword right now, right? We're all going through it, can't escape it. It's going to happen. And we can either go into it fighting and screaming, or we can just go with that flow of the river, right? When we try to row that boat upstream, it's so much harder. When we're fighting the current, we're fighting those waves that are crashing. It's so much better to have that behind us, pushing us along, letting us be gentle with ourselves and not feel like we have to take on the world. And lately, it's been a lot of struggle and a lot of challenge for so many. There's so much energy out there that's going on, and we have a full moon that's coming up, and it feels like that moon energy already, even though it's not full yet, it feels like that moon energy is really exerting such a pull on everybody and everything. And there's challenges everywhere. So let's talk about change and let's find what we can be thankful for in the midst of all these changes. I keep going back to the card. It's like nothing can stay the same. If it stays the same, then there's no movement. There's no energy to it. It's just there, but not doing us any good. So sometimes we have to make the change. Sometimes we have to move on. And sometimes that moving on looks like transition. Sometimes it's an ending to get to a new beginning. Just like ending my time here where I'm at. And sometimes it's the ending of our existence in the human body. Sometimes that transition is the place we're supposed to go to. So accepting all of the changes is the key. It's the acceptance. And then we align with who we are. And then we allow that energy, whatever happens, whatever our response is. And we do have choices. I don't believe that we are just puppets, that things are going to happen and we don't have any say-so in it. I believe we came here as divine human beings. We are spirit, and we do get to have free will. I believe that with everything that's in me. I believe all the teachings that I have had from the angels, from my spirit guides, have shown me that we all have free will. But yet there's a thread of thought among some that we don't have a say so, that everything is predetermined and predestined, and that what we do doesn't change anything. But what we do matters. You matter. I want you to know that. Every one of you, everyone that's on here right now, I want you to hear that. You matter. And what you think, what you say, what you feel does determine what happens. So if you're putting out energy that's negative, energy that is destructive, then you're creating more of that in your world and more of that in other people. When you blast somebody because maybe you're upset, maybe there's something going on and you don't understand it. Sometimes that's what happens. If we don't understand what we're feeling, we don't understand that we're angry, but we don't know why. We put that on other people sometimes. And it's so destructive because that other person's left with, what the heck? What did I do? And maybe they didn't do anything. Maybe they were just there. You know, my dad was an interesting man. He had a lot of anger, a lot of anger. He started a family at a very young age. And I'm not talking about 18. He was younger than that. And he started a family. And so he had responsibility from that very young age. And he and my mom had 13 kids. That's a lot of responsibility. But there was a streak of anger that ran through him. And I never understood it until I got older and just was able to look back. You know, hindsight is 2020. But as I looked back and I looked at his life and I thought, oh my God, this man never had a youth. He never had the opportunity, like some of the youth do today, to just be kids, to just enjoy whatever freedom that looks like as a kid and not have that responsibility. He had responsibility from the get-go and had to start taking care of kids and being responsible to make sure that he could provide for them. So there's an anger, I think, that comes when you resist what's going on. So sometimes there could just be like a look that you gave, and all of a sudden you were being blasted with anger, and it wasn't even directed at him. It was just maybe a confusing moment or a disappointment or a sadness. And all of a sudden that anger was directed towards you. So I understand that that happens if people are feeling out of sorts and maybe not even in touch with why. Why are you angry? Why are you sad? What's going on? And I don't think he ever had the chance to just stop and say, this is just a lot for a person to deal with. This is a lot to handle. And sometimes that happens with us, doesn't it? Sometimes it's a lot to handle when we have things that pile up on us and have responsibility. But we can always check our attitude at the door. We always have that choice. We always have the ability to do the self-reflection, to look inside and say, okay, what's going on right now? What am I feeling right now? And when we do that, when we stop, I always use this method, is to the pause. And in the pause, you step away You become the observer of you and your situation, whatever that looks like. And you just stop there and say, okay, what's really going on here? What's this all about that I'm feeling out of sorts? Maybe you're feeling anger. Maybe you're feeling sadness. Or maybe you just are confused about where life is heading or where things are going for you. But just stop and don't go into the chaos and the spin and being out of control, because that's when you start affecting other people's energy, and sometimes without even realizing it. Sometimes your energy comes across and other people are like, whoa, what happened there? What's wrong with that picture? So it's always good to take inventory. And it's really good if we can do this in the morning when we first get up. If when you first wake up and first open your eyes, you start with gratitude, then you can go into, okay, how am I doing? And check in. Let's check in with each other today. Let's do a check in right now. I want to know how you are doing. How is everybody? I mean, really, how are you? Not fine. I don't like that answer. That's not an answer. So, how are you doing? I really want to know. I was reading a story yesterday about someone. She seemed happy. She was young. She was 19 years old. She seemed energetic and happy and bubbly, and life is fine. Life is good. And then she took her life. And I read the words of her father, and her father says, I wish I had checked on her more. I wish I had asked the question, how are you really? Not the surface stuff, not, oh, I can put on a happy face, I can put my makeup on, I can look good. Not that stuff. How are you inside? So let's go there today. Let us know, how are you really? How are you doing? And do you need anything? Do you need help? Do you need us to lift you today? So I'm looking to see what your comments are. And Sally says, I agree fully. Everybody is feeling this energy, and I don't feel this truly settling down till mid-August. Yeah, it's a heaviness right now. It's so much that's happening. We've come through so much already. We've come through so much trauma with the pandemic and everything that was going on. And now look at, we're in wildfires and floods and storms. So there's a lot of energy going on. Becky says many changes in August. Yeah, I think so. And Becky heard that August is going to be very high energy. Good. Kathy says staying in the present, releasing the past, and being at peace with my decisions to cut cords. That's a big decision, Kathy, for anybody that goes through that has to step away and cut the cords between you and somebody or you and a situation. I've had to do that over the last couple of years. And sometimes we miss a little bit and it keeps popping up. So we have to make sure that Archangel Michael understands that we fully want that cord to be cut. Stacy said, my grandma and grandpa started a family at 14 and 15. They stuck it out, but it wasn't pretty. No childhood, and my grandma was very angry. I understand that now. Yeah, when we look back at that situation and look at, that's a lot of pressure at that young age. And I can see the anger. I can see it justified, that anger, but also they didn't have the tools that we have now, that we know how to deal with things in a much better way. We have more information. We have more people that are in the high vibration that can surround us and lift us and help us through things. Good afternoon, Hope. Hope is sending us love and light. I'm having a testing time with my internet, but I'm here in the background. Well, thank you for being here. So much love to you, darling Hope. Rochelle says, leaning into the changes, remembering every day can be a new beginning. Absolutely. And life's way too short. Don't wait to make that new beginning. Don't wait to say, what do I need to do to change? What do I need to look at to change? And Kathy says, I believe my husband has that issue with his anger. I believe it has a lot to do with his upbringing. Stacy said, yesterday I felt like all the energy from the weekend boiling up like a pressure cooker. I had to read your autocorrect there. And it was slowly leaking out frustration. Lisa told me to go into the bathroom for 2 minutes and shut off the neon sign that is drawing this energy to me. It helped. Yes. What a great idea and what a great method of shutting out everything. Just go to a space where there's no distraction, where you can just be and just let the energy ride. Just allow it to come up and out. That's a great idea, Stacy. And Sally says, we're doing fantastic. Some body aches, but good. And how are you? I'm just okay today. And Stacy says, at the moment, I am overwhelmed, to be honest. All good on the outside, but inside, I'm shaking. And Deirdre, I still live a Groundhog Day kind of life. I'm laughing, but not at you. I'm laughing because I know how that feels too, Deirdre. I know I've been there, where every day you wake up and it's like, oh, this again. I've been there. I've experienced that. I've said, oh my gosh, when is it going to change? I have said those words, and I've worked with a lot of people who still say those words. And the message that I got from the angels is life changes when you do. And that's when I decided that I didn't want to have a Groundhog Day. I wanted to have adventure every day. And so I started looking and doing that reflection and seeing how can I make a change? All right, Sally. Now I read Sally's. Kathy, I don't know why it's so hard for me to let go of that particular group of high school friends. Well, it hurts. When somebody hurts us, there's just an energy there that's hard to let go of, because we want to work through that experience, but we also don't want to believe anything bad about others. We don't want to believe that other people can be cruel, that other people can be less than cordial to us, that they're caught up in whatever it is that's going on with them, and we're collateral damage, right? So Kathy, just cut those cords. Cut the cords and let it go. And it's our Christina that's on EWN. I thought it might be. I had that sneaking suspicion it was you, Christina. She says, literally just got a call that we got the okay to put in the temporary memorial labyrinth in an empty building at the local fair. It will be meditative and fun, putting it in for people to use. I've been feeling the energy, but have been surfing the waves pretty well, although the process was hard at first. My load was lightened and truth exposed. Freedom has been the balance to loss and love to all. Yes, yes. Pat Moss, learning forgiveness. My close cousin did not tell me my aunt was ill, turning that anger in love, but it's hard to do. Yeah, it is. It is hard. You know, we don't soften that because we're experiencing things. We're experiencing this human life that we're here to live. And it's not always happy, happy, joy, joy. That's the truth of it. All right, Suzanne, how are you doing? Suzanne says, I'm truly struggling since December with vertigo. My life is on pause. I might have found an answer last night, and I will do research and talk to the doctors. Good. You know, my host, Denise, that I've been here with for a while now in Colorado, she suffers from vertigo as well, Suzanne. And she's been going through a lot with it. I mean, she was in bed for a few days. It really knocked her down. And she got some relief from her chiropractor. And they've now got her doing some exercises that help. And they've also got her going to physical therapy. So check with your doctor and just ask the questions. Just ask, what is innovative to deal with vertigo? What are you all finding in the medical field that can help me? And just keep digging for that solution. I hate the thought that you're not able to do the things that you truly want to do because this is limiting you. So look for the answers and really call in Raphael to help find those answers. Raphael guides the doctors. No matter what the situation is, Raphael is on the job. So keep looking. All right. Kathy says, I tried to let my feelings known, but I did not get any compassion in return. Sometimes, Kathy, we just have to put the energy out there without any expectation. Forgiveness is not about anybody but ourselves. When we truly forgive, we are just clearing the energy field. That's what forgiveness is. It's saying, I'm not going to hold anger. I'm not going to hold judgment. I'm not going to hold anything other than love in my heart. Remember our mantra, only love and light is welcome here. Only love and light is welcome in my heart. And when we can do that, when we can go back to our heart, always, always stay in your heart, because that's where the love is. That's where the light is. And I've been listening a lot to some videos by someone that I admire, that I look up to. And he says that the great central sun is not out there somewhere. It's not out in the ethers. It's not out beyond our earth. The great central sun is what's inside of here. The sun that is the soul is our heart. It's our spirit. It's our being. So go into that and do your forgiveness work and let that sun just burn off any other feelings, any feelings of sadness, any feelings of being less than, of being criticized or judged. Just let that take it all, because it will. It will take it. Marietta, our wise woman of the sea. Oh, how I love you. Marietta says, anger arises when we feel no choice about something and we are not willing to accept it but we do have a choice. The best choice is AAA, accept, align, allow. Yes, yes. Rick says, receiving bad vibrations with the people I live with. Well, let's send out an energy of love, Rick. Thank you for being real and raw and sharing that. Thank you all who are sharing how you're really doing, because that's important. We are family and we want to know. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for being with us. Hope says, Kathy, remember that saying people come into your life for a reason, a season, etc. They served their purpose during your high school days. Now it's time to let it go. Okay, so I see it is our prayer time, and I need to get done this morning so I can get on the road. But I think it was important that everyone share where you're at and how you're doing, so we can go into our prayer time knowing that and lifting you up and holding you tight. So that's what we're going to do. And so anyone that has a prayer, anyone that has a care and a concern, a compassion that you want to put into the prayer circle, this is the time. And yes, right, Sally, we're all releasing energy. We are all letting go. So let's type in whatever your prayer request is, and praying for those who are not here this morning, praying for those who are going through something that's keeping you away from the family, and sending love and light your way. I know some are traveling already. Let's remember our Linda as she's on the road, and just lift her up for safety. And I'll put myself in for a safe journey when I start out this morning and get on the road. And I know that the angels are surrounding me. I feel their energy. All right, who else do we put in the circle? Our Leo and his friends that are still waiting for transplants. DJ Blaze, waiting for a kidney, for Lakshmi, waiting for liver, and for just our world to be more kind to each other, to love each other. All right, what else? Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you for putting me in there. And Pat says, just to pray that love overrides all the time. Yes. Andrea, prayers for all the P's. And yes, yes, look at all our colors. Rochelle, prayers for energy and peace while working with a busy group of preschoolers and 2-year-olds this week. Oh my gosh, you got your hands full. And Catherine, let's put you in the circle, you and Michael and your mom and your cats. Thank you for being here, Catherine. Okay, so any other prayers, just put them in, and let's lift up each other today. Lifting up each other in love. And I want to put in the Rainbow Sioux tribe who just lost their chief yesterday. And let's lift up that family, Maritza, and all of those that looked up to this wonderful man. Let's lift them up in their loss, in their grief. Kristen Stanley, good morning to you. Prayers for your autoimmune issues. Absolutely. Let's lift that up. So let's go into our prayer time together. And if you have others that you want to put in, let's please put in Gaia and lift up our darling Earth Mother, who's going through so much right now, so many changes, so much turmoil, so many energies, even contrasting energies, the fire, the water, There's so much going on everywhere in the world. And there's our hope. Prayers for your safe journey. May the angels continue to guide you. Yes, yes, they are. Trust me, they're guiding. Prayers for the entire Angelic River family. Special prayers for Jason Juggler Carty. Oh, I'm praying that he gets his miracle hope and that treatment is going to be effective for him. So let's lift that up for the very best possible outcome. And Andrea says, please put in Mira and Maggie. Yes, Mira Rubin and her darling pet Maggie. Let's put them in there. Okay, so let's go into our hearts, loving on each other, helping raise each other, as our Marietta says, up, up, up to a higher plane. Let's do that. Let's remember to give gratitude no matter what the situation, no matter what it looks like. Just pouring in the gratitude for each experience we have. So pull that breath into your heart, into that great central sun, and hold the energy there. Let it bask in the warmth of the sun. Let it be transmuted if there's something that's of low vibration, if there's a sadness, a chaos, an anger, a confusion, questioning. Just let that energy be turned around into positive. Now on your exhale, just let go. Let go of anything you don't need. We don't need the low vibration. It's there serving a purpose. It's there showing us a mirror for us to look at so that we can make the choices and the decisions that will help us to change. So if someone is bullying you, if someone is speaking words of anger, those are not your feelings, that's their feelings. And yes, it hurts, but don't allow that to take your joy away. Just let it be what it is. Let it be their vibration, and you reflect back to them your joy, your inner happiness, that place inside where you know who you are, and you can say, you know what? Be angry. I love you. I love you through your experiences. I'm going to stand by you. Even though I'm feeling your anger, I'm not taking it on as mine, but I'm loving you while you deal with that anger. And some people may not get to the point of dealing with it. Some people live with that anger their whole lives. All we can do is love them anyway. Just keep pouring love. Sometimes we have to step away from the energy. That's the cutting of the cords. So if there's someone in your life that you're seeing that with, if there's someone that's putting forth an energy that's less than uplifting and less than loving, just look at cutting cords so that you're not taking on that energy. You're not taking on that drama or whatever it is that's bringing it up. Stay in your heart. Stay in your own vibration. Stay in your own lane, as the angels have shared. Keep your peace. So let's breathe in the energy of peace, the energy of love, the energy of knowing who you are and why you are here. You're here to make a difference. Yes, we are here to experience the contrast We're not ignoring that. That's why we check in. That's why we say, today I'm a little sad, or today I'm a little angry, or I'm a little hurt. Those are life lessons. Those are things that we look at and deal with and say, what's the best solution for me? Not necessarily for others, because we can't change anybody. That person that may be blasting you, or in Kathy's case, ignoring and pretending that you don't even exist, we can't change them. All we can do is change ourselves. That's all we can do. All we can do is bring in love, self-love, self-care, the knowingness of who we are and what we are. So breathe in again. See if there was a shift. Sometimes just focusing on the breath brings us right back to who we are and why we're here. Why did you come in here today? Maybe you thought it was just your habit to come in the morning, but maybe Spirit had another reason. Maybe you were supposed to be here because your love was needed today. Your light was needed. And isn't that a great feeling to know that you can shift a vibration just by showing up, just by being your authentic you, not that I'm fine person, but the person that comes in and says, you know what, I'm going through some stuff, but I'm here, and I'm here for whoever needs me. And that's why we show up every day. We're here for whoever needs us. We're here for the Kathys and the Suzannes and the Tonys and the Sally and the Stacy and the Mira. Whoever needs that uplifting moment. Hope, Catherine. Whoever lets us know what's going on. We know that then we can bring up our energy of love and light, and we can share that, because giving it away doesn't mean that we don't have it. That's a lack mentality. If we're thinking, if I give you my love, if I give you my light, then I don't have any. That's not the way it works. Whatever you're giving out from you comes back to you, and it comes back more energized and blessed in knowing that you made a difference in somebody's life. You showed up to be strong. You showed up to be loving and to wrap your arms around whoever puts their arms out and says, I need a hug. I need some love today. And we're all here. If you're that person, if you're the one that needs the hug, just put your arms out and say, family, I need you today. And we're right there. So let's breathe in again, focusing that breath into our heart center. And what does it feel like now? Do you feel that warm glow? Do you see a candle burning and see that flame going higher with each I love you? You know, at the end of this show, we always have a tradition of gratitude and love. And that creates an energy of growth inside our hearts, so that candle flame can become this bright, bright light. That's what happens every day. So look at your candle flame right now. Just close your eyes and see that candle burning in your heart. Is it just a little flicker? Just look at it. What do you see? What are you experiencing right now? Maybe it's not even lit. Maybe it just needs that beautiful energy of love to set it on fire. Archangel Michael is the angel of fire. He brings in that element. So let's call on Michael right now for all of those whose candle is not burning, for all of those whose heart is not able to receive the full love that we're giving. Archangel Michael, we call on you to surround each person here, to help each one feel the love, feel the compassion, feel the light that's coming forth from our hearts. And if there's someone who needs extra lifting today, let us all send that flame to them. And we call in Archangel Gabriel to help illuminate so we can see. You don't have to have your eyes open, your physical eyes, to be able to see. You know what that flame looks like. You know what it feels like when people are giving you love. When we say the words, thank you, I love you, you know what that feels like inside. So go into your heart with your breath and with your energy and just do a check-in with yourself. We did a check-in with each other. Let's now go inside and say, how am I doing? Really, really. Not the superficial face that I show others. I can put a smile on at any moment. But how is my heart doing? Is my heart smiling? Is my heart happy today? Or is there some tenderness in there? Is there some sadness? Now look at that flame and breathe life into it. Let Archangel Michael help you light that candle, and then let each of us that's gathered here gently blow on that flame so that it goes higher and higher, up, up, up to the higher plane. That's our wish for everyone today. That's our wish for all of us, to feel the love, to feel the acceptance. This is a place of inclusion. We don't exclude anybody from being here to receive our love. Everyone matters. Everyone is important. So take a breath in. And let's do our gratitude and love that we do every day. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. So many blessings to you all. Blessings in whatever you're going through in your life. And stay in your heart. Stay in your heart and stay blessed.
Song
day, y'all. I will see you later.